everybody, my name is Python and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Survival from Python's World. Back for the 55th episode, my friends, or episode 155 if you really want to look at it that way. And in today's episode, my friends, we're actually going to be building yet another farm in Python Industries. Now, of course, the last thing we made, of course, was this vine farm, which works very, very well. We've got a nice supply of vines going on in there. And in today's episode, because it's 1.14, we are going to be making ourselves a fully automatic, fully auto-shearing wool farm. That is right, my friends. We're going to have ourselves 16 pods, all with dispensers with shears in, because one of the 1.14 community suggested features was to have shears be able to be used from dispensers. So we have that functionality now. So I kind of decided it might be a cool idea to have ourselves a 16 color wool farm. Now, of course, there's many designs out there. Pixelwifts, of course, has one that went out recently, but I am actually going to be making my own version and my own design. So yeah, hopefully it's going to be a good time, my friends. Of course, drop a like rating if you are excited for this, or if you learn something useful. Then again, it would be very much appreciated. But before we do anything, I just wanted to quickly mention that the first pre-release for 1.14.1 is now out. And as you can see, as we fly along, there are no chunk errors. They load up pretty quick now for the most part. I mean, yeah, there's still a little bit sort of here and there, but for the most part... Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's not fixed at all. Oh dear. Mojang, you said that bug was fixed. It's not. It's really not. I mean, it's to a lesser degree, I guess, but every now and again, certain strips of chunks will not load. Huh. Okay. Well, I don't know if that's like fully fixed then, if you guys saw that with me on camera here. So yeah, anyways, okay. Anyways, interesting. Guys, we are going to go ahead and grab ourselves some resources and we are going to go into the design of what this thing is going to be. And more to the point, how it's going to work. So yeah, let's get some stuffs and let's get ready. So also, since the last episode, I have actually gone ahead and organized every single shulker box that had any kind of blocks in them. So I finally organized everything. So we got all the cobble in here now, as it should be, and various other things going on as well, which is fan-freaking-tastic. Now, the good news is we've got ourselves quite a lot of stone-related stuff, so that's obviously really cool. But the other good news is the fact that because we have ourselves a ridiculous mob farm, we now have a healthy collection of fully repaired bows. Now, of course, bows are used for the dispensers, and dispensers are going to be part of the functionality of this thing. So let's just head in here real quick, and as you guys can see, there's a lot of bows. It's awesome, man. I love it. I love it when I'm nicely organized. So there we go. Dispensers. We're gonna need a lot of dispensers, my friends. Oh my gosh. Wait, droppers. Wait, what? Dropper. I'm confused. Oh. There's a bug right there. There's another bug. Okay. So I click on the dispenser crafting recipe and it gives me the dropper crafting recipe. It's supposed to put a bow in there to make it into a dispenser. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, again, Mojang, not sure if you're watching this, but that could do with being fixed. Well, guys, I tell you something. I am glad that we have a handy-dandy iron farm in our world, because, oh boy, is the iron coming in useful in this particular build. Not only for the hoppers, but we're also going to be making 16 minecart hoppers in addition to some minecart tracks. So, actually, let's go ahead and do that real quick here. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin putting some chests down. Now, of course, these chests are going to be where the wool goes, and where all of these jungle planks are signifies where each of the chests are going to go. So we're going to have ourselves 2 arrays of 8. So that is, of course, 2 times 8, which, of course, is 16. So all 16 wool colors, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and get them all placed in here. And then we need to make the automation, the automatic shear system, and, of course, the collection system. The collection system will do first, since it is just sort of simple. So all we're going to do is have ourselves a bunch of hoppers going into these chests. Let's just make sure they're all going into the chests correctly. Yep, that looks pretty cool. All right, and we'll do that for all of the remaining chests as well. And then what we're going to do is we are going to place down a rail on top, rather like this, on top of every single one. And then very, very simply on top of that, we're going to place down the hopper with the minecart. Now, for those of you guys unaware, the hopper with the minecart allows the collection of items through solid blocks, which is why most people use them in their automation designs or whatever it may be. So, yeah, we're looking pretty good so far, my friends. However, we want to make sure that the minecart does not move. So, we need to grab ourselves a bunch of glass and basically just sort of get on with it, I guess. So, I think what we're going to go do is, as we go along, we'll change the color of the stained glass to match the color of wool we're going to be grabbing from that particular pod. So we're going to have ourselves, well, I'm going to try and do it in the color spectrum, actually. So we'll have like white, light gray, black, brown, red, orange, yellow, and then we go over to the other side, we'll have like lime green, I don't know, freaking turquoise, whatever that color is, cyan, yeah, there we go, and then, you know, etc, etc. You guys know how it goes at this point. So we've got ourselves a whole bunch of glass smelting, which is absolutely fantastic. Anyways, oh, jeez, man, I am losing a lot of health from just falling down like a doofus. I can't believe I still don't have feather falling on this. Actually, we have feather falling books over at the big villager house, right? Might be a good idea to go ahead and, you know, go see some of those guys, if you catch my drift. Anyways, let's go ahead and add a little bit of this in. We'll sort of alternate it real quick. Yeah, there we go. And then a little pillar right here, just so we're adding a bit of depth to the build. And it is looking good so far. Yeah. Hey, man, I like it when things look good. I do. I love it. Okay, so all we've got to do is add in the glass. Now, we're using clear glass up the top, so we're able to more easily see the colored sheep behind it. So that's obviously really, really cool. And like I say, stained glass down the bottom to signify the color of the sheep. So, yeah. Pretty cool. Alrighty, so we've got some more of these colored glass bits in. So we're going to have ourselves brown next, and then red, and then orange, and then yellow. There we go. So technically speaking, the design is like pretty much done at the front. I mean, I want to put some signs up and do like a little bit of a cool design feature that I actually learned from Pixel Riffs, involving signs, item frames, and the actual items themselves. You'll see what I mean in a bit, but yeah, guys. So let's go ahead and try to figure out the design at the side here. So what we're going to do is we're going to place in another pillar, rather like this. Okay, are we at the... Yeah, okay, that's looking pretty good. Okay, and then we need to go ahead and bring in some stone bricks. So we'll do something like this. Okay, bring that all the way up, looking pretty good. And then we should... I kind of want to have glass at the side here so we can see the inner workings of this thing. So let's grab ourselves some clear glass out real quick, and we'll go ahead and add that in on both sides, that is. So both the front and the back here. So there we go. Little bit of that, you know, never hurt anyone. Alright, folks, so we've got 8 minecart hoppers here, and like I say, all we've got to do is just place them in these little pods, and like I say, they will draw the items out through the blocks and be able to place them in the chests, which is awesome. So there we go, let's get that all placed in, and now what we're going to do is we're going to place the grass block where the sheep are going to reside, but also in between it, we're going to place grass blocks in as well, so the grass can spread back to these blocks when they are sort of eaten, I guess. And all I can do here is I can place some glass on top of it, because believe it or not, despite the fact there's glass here, the grass will not turn back to dirt, which is obviously pretty cool. So yeah, so what we're going to do next is we're actually going to start on the inner mechanics of this thing. So we need the observers, the redstone, and of course the observers. Wait, dispensers, observe. Yeah, I did say it right. Okay, cool. Right, so that's not right. So what we're going to do is we're going to place the observer facing into the grass block. That is the wrong way. There we go. So the little redstone bit is out the back here. And basically all we are going to do very, very simply is we are going to fill in this particular row here. And what we're going to do is actually really quite simple. We're going to place down a bit of redstone dust right here, okay? And this redstone dust is also going to activate the eventual observers that will be going here as well. So basically, once that activates, it'll activate the other one as well. But you know what? It doesn't really matter that much. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to add the dispenser on top rather like this. And believe it or not, that will pretty much do the job, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and maybe fill this in again just a little bit. And yeah, should be looking pretty good. So these are the little separator areas. So we're looking pretty good. Yep, there we go. All right, so we're going to do that for all 16 pods. So let's go ahead and do a few more on camera with you guys here. So once again, observer, redstone, dispenser. So boom. So observer, redstone, dispenser, you know? Pretty simple stuff. So within these dispensers, we're going to have 9 pairs of shears in each. So once again, going to need a fair amount of iron, 18 in fact, for each of the dispensers here. And basically what I'm also going to allow myself to do is be able to walk on this little row here so we can get to the dispensers in case we need to replace the shears. But I did a little bit of research, and 238 durability is the amount shears have. So times that by 9, we've got nearly 2,000 durability. Now, let's be honest, who's going to need, in a single-player world, over 2,000 bits of wool, huh? I mean, we'll still be able to come in here and reload them, but honestly speaking, I think this thing is going to do us, like, you know, nearly indefinitely. So, yeah, it's going to be good, guys. We're going to be okay. I think we're going to be totally fine. There we go. So that's looking pretty good. So let's get the dispensers in, of course, and we should be done with the inner workings of this thing. So basically how it works, as the sheep eats the grass sends a redstone signal through the observer and into the back here, which then activates the dispenser, which then activates the shears, shearing the sheep, and then they eat the grass again once it grows back. And yeah, it's just a bit of a rinse and repeat process. So yeah, it's pretty cool, my friends. It's pretty smart, it's pretty compact, and it's pretty awesome. And I'm looking forward to having it up and working. Alrighty, guys. Got the last few colors of dye here. So we've got purple, magenta, and pink. There we go. So the second side is now done, design-wise. All we need to do is we need to get the minecart hoppers in there. Again, do the whole dispenser dropper redstone thing. And we'll be good to go to get some sheep in there. Very, very simply, my friends. The good news is, of course, now that we've got spare dyes, you know, yeah, we're looking pretty down good. Quick correction, guys. The redstone actually goes 1 block further up, so behind the dispensers instead. I was wondering why I wasn't hearing clicking sounds as I was placing down these grass blocks, but as you can see, as you can hear now, yeah, makes the correct sound. Okay, yeah, well, yeah, I made a bit of a boo-boo there. Do apologize, but there we go. An honest mistake, my friends. It can happen to the best of us, I guess. So, yeah, anyways, so, boop, redstone, and let's grab all of this and move it all up a little bit, and then we'll be okay. Right, and there's the last one. Okay, fantastic. So let's get you placed in there, and boom. Guys, we are good. All right, so quite how are we going to do this? I don't really know. I mean, I've got one idea here, which I hope will work. If we place all of those in, and then do this, break the fence, and then sort of allow the... Oh, wait, hang on a minute. We should probably break these first, and also break that, so they can't get out. Like, there should be no possibility at all of them ever getting out. So there we go. Can we, like, start leading them out? Is that something we can do? Is that something we can do? I'm trying to lead them out. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I could just do this. Do a little bit of this. Okay, this is... I'm so going to regret this! Oh, my gosh! Right, hello. I'd like to get out, please. Come on! You know you want to... Oh my gosh, I have ruined this farm. Oh no. Aha! There we go. I mean, they're kind of freely roaming inside of that nano farm building now. But you know what? We're all good, my friends. We're all good. Right, all we need to do is lure these guys all the way over to Python Industries. I guess we'll take the road over this way because it is the most direct route, I guess. So here we go. Come on, Mr. Sheeples. Come on, up you come. I can't believe we're, like, actually using these pathways properly instead of just flying around. Up you come, Sheeples. All right, we got ourselves... Oh, And I've fallen in myself. Well, good job, Python. That's not really what you're meant to do there, brother. Right, so let's get you pushed in this hole. In you go. Sir, get in the hole. Get in the hole. Sir. Oh, no, this is going to be really frustrating, isn't it? I can just tell. I can just tell already. I'm already starting to fume up a little bit. Hey! There you go. Right, so it doesn't matter because that lead's going to get caught up in the hopper system anyway, so we can just get out of the chest. So let's get you in as well, and that'll be 2 out of 16, my friendos. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. Get in. Get the heck in. All right, come on. Dude, are you actually like, hey, I was just going to say, are you actually trying to annoy me? Because you're succeeding this, sir. Right, there we go. There's a lead, and there's another one. Hey, look at that, guys. So all we got to do is wait for them to eat, and then we'll find out what color they are, and then change accordingly. Right, let's go get all the other little buggers in here. This will take a fair while, won't it? Oh, jeez. Ladies and gents, good news. All of the sheep are now in, and it looks like they've all eaten already, which is freaking awesome. You can hear the ticking going off as well, which means it is working perfectly. Right, so all we got to do is start dyeing these sheep the correct colors. There we go. So there's one little bank done. And there's the second bank done. Right, now let's just make sure we got all the colors correct. Yep, certainly looks like it. Oh, there's a cat roaming around. Oh, gosh. Not like I don't have a whole bunch of them already. Good freaking lord. Right, so that's all good and dusted and good to go. So all we need to do now is we need to fill in all of the shears. Oh, yes. We're going to need a fair amount. Right, yeah, that's a lot. Holy guacamole. So we're going to be putting 9 pairs of shears in each of the freaking dispensers. So actually, I may have made a bit of a mistake here. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of these particular blocks just yet. Or put them in more to the point. Yeah. Alright, well, you know, mistakes happen again. So it's all fine. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're just going to fill them all up, my friends. Just literally fill them all up with shears. We're going to use as much iron as we can. It seems that we're no longer saving towards another tier 4 beacon. We are actually just using the iron for other stuffs, which is kind of cool still. Yeah. Oh no, it's going to drive me insane after a while, that sound. Jeez. Alright, well anyways, just a couple more shears and then we're done. So, yep, there's 9 in there, a couple more in there, and we're just about good. Right, let's get our hotbar back in action. And yeah, okay. So yeah, every single one of these has a full 9 pairs of shears, and you just heard some of them click. So that's pretty cool. It means it's working, which is freaking awesome. I love it when things work. I truly, truly do. So all we need to do now is we need to add in the roof on this thing. In fact, to be honest with you, I did say I was going to allow myself access to here. How exactly we're going to get in is another matter, I guess. Maybe I could just have like, maybe like a ladder just going up there or something. Just something nice and basic, you know? Alrighty guys, so we have worked on the design a whole bunch more. The roof is now on, the maintenance shaft is now finished, including the inside here, of course, so we're all looking good. So we're using an alternation? I don't really know. We're using a combination of the little cornflowers and then, of course, alliums, because why the heck not? Put some 1.14 flowers in there with the cornflower. Anyways, guys, what I'm going to show you now is a little bit of trickery that I learned from my good buddy Pixar with. So, let's grab a bit of wool out here. We're going to place down an item frame with the wool in it, and then we're going to place a sign on top of it, and we are going to put lime green wool in this one. Okay, so yeah, look at that, my friends. As long as you use the top line, the item, the block, pokes out. And it looks absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. I actually love it. So, real quick, though, I want to go ahead and see if changing the text color on the sign to white might prove to be a better idea. So, we're going to need ourselves one more bone. I mean, it's not like we have ourselves a ton of bones in here. Oh, my goodness. But hey! Little baby zombies keep getting out. You little jerkbag. Right, anyways. What the heck, man? Alright, so yeah, let's get out here real quick. I wanted to see if the white text would make a difference, make it easier to read, perhaps, because if it does, we're going to go ahead and do that to all the signs. So let's go and do it. Oh no, that's actually worse. That's actually worse. How did I manage that? That is actually worse. All right, well, black text it is then. There we go. Lime green wool. So all we're going to do is replicate this across all 16 pods. So here we go. Regular green wool, sign over the top of it. So there we go, green wool. Fantastic. There we go. I mean, that looks pretty awesome, doesn't it, guys? You got to admit, that looks pretty awesome. All right, let's do that for all of the others. I mean, come on, guys. You've got to admit, that looks pretty damn cool. Huh? I mean, that is just looking so good. I love the tiny accents, the subtle accents with the glass, and of course the wool itself on the sign there. I absolutely adore it. So yeah, there we go, my friends. Project complete. We have ourselves a fully automatic 16-color wool farm. Like, it is literally fully automatic. The only thing we have to do every now and again, except extremely rarely, is go ahead and put some more shears inside of the dispensers. That's it. That's all we need to do. That's the only human element, but that's not going to be done for a very long time yet. And yeah, I know some of you guys may be thinking, well, you've only got one sheep in each pen. I mean, this is a single player world, so as time goes by, we will start, you know, building up a really nice collection, rather similar to the cactus farm. You know, we've got a nice collection in there. We've had that going for a long time. So yeah, as time goes on, these chests will eventually fill up. So yes, fantastic. Anyways, guys, we've got the comment question of the video to finish off today's episode, so let's get into it. We have ourselves Dazza Bear, who I'm very much aware also got a shout out in the last episode, but he says, hey Python, you're far enough into the series to make an auto fishing farm, a new build for Python Industries. It would be a smaller build, but would add some variety to the place. Absolutely right. I mean, I don't know. I think what I'm going to do in this case is I'm actually going to put a poll on screen, because they're right. We are very, very into end game now. Like, we have everything. We've got mending everything. So, I don't know. Would you guys be okay now with me making an AFK fish farm? Because if so, it could be one of the smaller builds that we put in here next to maybe like a nano crop farm or something like that. Leave your votes on the poll. I'll be very interested in knowing what you guys have to say. But for now, my friends, we are going to be wrapping up this episode here. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys have enjoyed today's episode or learned something new, then please do be sure to drop a like rating, hit the subscribe button, ding that bell if you guys don't want to miss out on future content. But guys, there we go. Fully automatic 16-color wool farm added to Python Industries. It's beautiful, is it not? I think it looks really, really cool. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.